Cool. So today the plan is to do all of the 7th gym badge stuff. Whether or not we do like all of Dragon Spiral, I mean, hopefully I'll have enough time to do all of Dragon Spiral Tower. And then next time we'll head towards Opalucid and all of that. But first, we gotta do some leveling up. Hey, what's up, Eric? So I'll do a quick team rundown just because I haven't really done that in a while, and this should be the team that I stick with for the rest of the game. Even though I may be... well, no, I think this team is worth sticking with, actually. I was thinking, like, would I want to swap anyone out? And it's like, yeah, the Elite Four is going to be tough. Just because that combination is tough. Like, Psychic, I've got a Psychic week, I've got a Ghost week, I've got a Dark week is also a Ghost week. I've got a Fighting week, you know. I guess I have 2 Ghost weeks, but that'll be interesting. But for... what's it called? I think we'll be okay against Bryson and Iris, I hope. Yeah, because Bryson, we have an actual water or ice resist now. 2, in fact. But this team is pretty weak to ice. More weak to ice than I typically like to be, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Anyway, I didn't even do the team rundown. I'm a fraud. We got Solidus, the Superior. Changed it to Modest Nature, since I'm kind of at the point where I'm done trying to run Leaf Blade. Hidden Power Fighting, I want to say, on this. The Hidden Power Fighting to hit, I guess, like ice types, straight up. Because grass hits rocks. Can also hit steels. We were not walled by steels in that way. Once I get Leaf Storm, then I'll be buffing myself, and then I can use Hidden Power Fighting to break through steels and shit like that, so that's kind of cool. We got Flint the Conch, Impish, because its attack stat is insane. It's going to get multiplied by 1.5 with the Flame Orb Guts. Combo, waiting on Drain Punch, which is a very late level thing. Rock Slide for the triple battle against Bryson. That may get swapped to Stone Edge or something at some point, but I think it's fine for now. Crook, potential for choice locking him, like Choice Band or Choice Scarf. I might Choice Scarf it in case there's like a... wait, Slush Rush maybe wasn't... was that around even in this gen? I feel like maybe no. When I think Slush Rush, I think Alolan Slash, but I know like Beardick gets it. But I don't know if that was introduced later. Good coverage though. This for like flying types, and this for steels. Or well, more like grasses, right? Archeops, no item. If I swap acrobatics for something else, like fly or I don't even know what, then like, yeah, I could choice band this thing. I kept it hasty because like, it's super frail anyway. Like, let's say we're up against a Beardick and it goes for Aqua Jet, this thing's not gonna live. Or certainly it's not gonna stay above half health, even with like a plus defense nature. So it doesn't really make a difference. This way I can run mixed if I really, really want to. I don't know what move I'd put on it, but that's an option, I guess. This thing needs to get trained up. Our bold Water Absorb Brillish, which will be Pringle Man. I gotta nickname these two. We'll do that after the fact. Because I wanted to do the P2 Laboratory, except I don't have a Surfer. That was also the plan. Was teach Frillish Surf for now, and then I'll move the leader it off after the fact and give it Scald for like actual battles. Because after this, I don't think I'm gonna need Surf for pretty much anything. Surprisingly. And yeah, so there's a ton of trainers over here. I could get a Larvesta, and like Volcarona could be a decent option instead of Victini, but it's like, I've never used Victini in a playthrough, and like, part of this game's, not appeal, but like part of this game's marketing and stuff was getting Victini as the number 0 Pokedex entry in the regional decks, which was a first. Like kind of an interesting choice, but I've never like, I don't know that I ever really actually used it. Maybe my first ever Black and White playthrough, but I can't remember that far back as to what else I would have used alongside it. Oh, we just Energy Ball this thing. I don't know if it'll one-shot, but it'll 2-KO for sure. Yeah, pretty clean 2-KO actually. This is gonna do a lot. I hope we don't die. Yeah, barely live. This should kill barring a unlucky low roll. Pretty underleveled right now, which is why I want to do P2 Laboratory first. Alright, we're gonna switch this out into... I really do want to keep this out if I can help it, to try to get it caught up with everyone else. So that was kind of lucky. I Leech Seed. It doesn't go for Sucker again though, and I miss. Goes for Night Slash. I bet it goes for Sucker here. So I'm just gonna Potion up. No. But it crits me, so it was a good thing that I did that. I don't care if I do this on like regular trainers, like I just don't give a shit. And then we'll HP Fighting. Yeah. It doesn't do much though. Our special attack stat is still only 100, so it's not great, but once I get that Leaf Storm on deck. Whoops. Which I'm curious when... Might do a couple more battles and then I might check... I might check when I get like Leaf Storm on Serp or Drain Punch on Conk. I mean, Gym Leader and Elite Four levels have been buffed up enough to where I bet we're gonna get all of that by the end. But I know in vanilla sometimes that's a concern of like certain moves you would like you don't get until like post game. Can you not? I'm just going to this. This wall is actually... Yeah. Nice. Wait, Furlish can actually get a kill here. Hold up. Get the boost. Oh, damn. Now you might have a Dark-type move or something. Oh, no. Never mind. It's one-shots. No hidden items, interestingly. Oh, there's one down here. Fucking Watchog. Oh, interesting. Big Mushroom, a Pearl. Like, why couldn't one of those items have been the Life Orb or Lefties or some of the other things? I know you're gonna have like Air Slash or something. I'm pretty weak to flying here too, actually. Like, no Steel type is like kind of bad, but I'm staying in Leech against my better judgment. It goes for Shadow Ball. Gets us a special defense raise. I just spammed Dragon Breath a couple times. No Para, though. Licky Tongue, we Leech you, and just HP Fighting. Yeah. At least once I get Serp to 50, I'll be good to like switch everyone around again. But I think boxing Serp for Skylo is smart. And like, yeah, maybe boxing Serp for Bryson is also maybe the play, but at the same time, it'll kind of be just like a backup mon or something. Or like try to leech something that is a threat kind of deal. Ooh, Toxic though. This is... I don't know if it's this one, maybe from the other side. But I'm gonna battle everyone if I can. This is a location that I don't really come back to in Black and White 2. Because it's like the furthest post-game location in the entire game, really. Do I want Rain Dance in case of like hail? Kind of similar to take Flame Charge over quick attack. How I like kind of countered Clay by using Rain Dance with Seismitoad. I think Rain Dance with rather I would guess that Bryson is gonna use, I don't have any full restores. I would guess that Bryson is gonna use Hail, probably. I'm gonna Dragon Breath. Try to reserve PP on what's it called? This attack raise doesn't really matter here though, but Hyper Beam. Yeah, the lefties do make a big difference though, I will say. I was trying to think too, like, I think it maybe could be fun to do an egg lock for Volt White 2 Redux once I get around to that. And just have the eggs be past team members in like other playthroughs I've done. Because I don't know what other game I would want to do that in, you know? Discharge, we times 4 resist. Stormy, you might have Ice Beam, like, straight up, though. I'm just gonna go into this as kind of a mid-ground. Once this is full health, or full health, once this is evolved, get a boost. Oh, nice, we got the boost. It's lit. Get another boost. Get another boost. Or not. I'm gonna Rain Dance, because I'm immune to water. So I don't care if their water moves are powered up. I'm just gonna Surf. Said I'm just gonna Surf. I'm gonna just Surf again, and then I'm gonna Brine. Okay, they don't recover. Nice. That didn't kill though, but... Bruh. Dude, my confusion luck is so bad in this playthrough, it's not even funny. Like, it's kind of funny, but not to me. Dude! Come on. I know speed up is a curse for RNG. It's a superstitious thing, but like, come on. That was bad. Stop! This thing should be able to beat at 1v1 if, like, I can just break through confusion once. Like, just once. Like, literally... Come on. Dude. There we go. I got a crit. Breakthrough, I swear to God. Yeah, nice. Big experience. Wilmer... Oh, I need to heal up. Yeah, I don't know that the team is, like, as well-rounded as it could be, but as far as the members that I want to use, that I've stuck around with, it's like, yeah, if there's a playthrough I'm going to use Archeops, it's going to be this one. And then, like, I guess the exception for the egg lock thing would maybe be picking Samurott as a starter. And actually using Samurott. Because I don't think I've ever used water fighting Samurott in one of these hacks. Do I want to clear this area first? What do I want to do? Well, I guess the surfing area is going to take us back to the entrance eventually, so maybe it is better to just do this first. Jolum... I don't have any energy balls anymore. It's like, yeah, it has sturdy, so I'd have to break the sturdy anyhow, but... Ooh, Dragon Pulse. 90? See, the thing is, though, Serp is not super strong to begin with, and so, like, yeah, it can get all the help it can get. Or take all the help it can get, but the Parachance is, like, pretty nice. And, I mean, that is a substantial upgrade. 60 versus 90, but like I was saying, it's like, is Dragon Pulse really going to be nuking that much anyway? And, like, wouldn't... I guess it depends on when I get Leaf Storm. Because if I have Leaf Storm for Iris, then I can buff my special attack, because of Contrary, and then have Dragon Breath actually, like, one-shot shit. Whereas, if I don't have a Leaf Storm for Drayden, then Dragon Pulse is probably the better pick for the extra damage. Off rip. Superior. Leaf Storm is 74. So, very doubtful. In fact, I might not even have Leaf Storm for... Like... Let's, instead of spoiling for myself, let's look at regular trainer rosters real quick. Opalucid, we got like 63 here. Route 10, they've got like 60s, 63 I'm seeing. 63 is pretty standard. Victory Road is like 66, 68, something like that. Okay. So I'm gonna be at like, I'll be going into the Elite Four at like what? Maybe 70, but like that's if I'm grinding and shit, so I kind of doubt it. So I don't even know if I'm gonna have Leaf Storm, that kind of sucks. And then what about Conk? Drain Punch at 61, so I'll for sure have that, yeah. I guess I could just grind Superior to get Leaf Storm, because like, yeah, I want to use that. I want to use that shit, come on. Oh, I didn't even see that Victini has V-Create at level 1. I'll have to slap that on later. But then again, that's a physical attack, right? So, I don't know, we'll see. And then... where do we get Draco Meteor, though? Pokemon changes... is it a post-game? I think that's a post-game thing in this. Can now learn Draco Meteor, and it can also learn Earthquake. Where is... I think, doesn't Drayden or Iris teach you it, like, in post-game? Black and White, Draco Meteor. Move tutors, Black and White. Very limited here. This move taught by Iris or Drayden, depending on your version, will teach any Dragon-type Pokemon a special move. I don't know if this is post-game or not, so we'll find out once we get to Opalucid. Because I mean, that could be another option if I don't have Leaf Storm kind of thing. But either way, I'm gonna take Dragon Pulse, even though the Parachance is nice. I really kind of want that extra damage. I'm gonna Leech. Sit on my Leech, yeah. And then HP Fighting. CC, nice drop. Slacking. Slow start. Interesting. I mean, you'll be dead within 5 turns anyway, but that's definitely... well, is that better than Truant? I guess so, right? If you can keep it alive. But... I'm gonna still lead with Serp, but I'm gonna switch it out now. Oh, it's Dwebble. I would have considered using one of those. But then again, I'd probably rather just use Archeops, which I am doing, but... oh, sick. Hell yeah. Oh, that's where you can sell, like, certain rare items, right? No. No Larvesta right now. I mean, I guess I could use... if I don't do the Egglock thing, I could use the Volcarona that you get in Black and White 2. God, Ape looks so cool. God damn. I don't think I want to switch out. This would be my switch in. I don't think that's smart though, but like I'm neutral to... what's it called? Yeah, I'm neutral to both of his stabs in this case, so... just Dragon Pulse, does a shit ton. Oh, he has Acrobatics, okay. I'm surprised that didn't kill me, but... Poison type. Grass Poison. Victini would be the answer to this, but like it's very, very low level for this. I can try it, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I'll Searing Shot. We're faster. What's my defense stat versus my Spidef? I think Solar Beam might... what, it's 1.5 times compared to Seed Bomb. So that did about 30. So it's gonna do about like... I don't think it kills, but it'd be close. I'll go for it. Oh, no. Oh, well, they crit, so... that's great. I revive this because we can kill this after. And I wanted to get the experience. You are physically bulky, but this is an Acrobatics from Archeops, so... No. Absolutely not. I think this is down there. Yeah, thankfully strength is actually viable. More Dwebble. Yeah, like some of these recovery items should have been swapped with like Choice Band, Choice Scarf, Specs, some of the stuff that you can normally only get at Gear Station, but it's all good. Guess we'll do this first. Sceptile. Are you a dragon type in this? No, you're not, but I am. So that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. You don't have a dragon resist either. Which I guess is just steel in this gen, right? Which is part of the reason why fairy type exists. It's because fighting and dragon types were just running extremely rampant in this gen. I just U-turn on you. And go into... Brillish would be my answer. I'm just gonna go into this. Yeah. And strength. Oh. So Viper, Bulldoze. Glad we're not choice locked. We get our Jellicent now. Calcium, Dragon Scale for Kingdra. Shoutouts to Kingdra. That's... I remember doing a Heart Gold Soul Silver randomizer back a few years ago, and Kingdra was my starter, and that thing put in so much work. Because, like, Kingdra's stats aren't amazing, but, like, starting with one, and so therefore getting EVs on it and shit, and also just, you know, starting with a fully evolved Mon. And I think, what is it? Isn't it 95 across the board or something like that? Stat-wise, more or less? And, like, that's not bad at all, actually. Or wait, or would that maybe that was black and white, actually. I don't remember. It might have been this game, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it. Shelgon. Dead. See, Dragon Breath probably wouldn't have killed that. Oh, Empoleon looks so cool. Missed. And we'll just HP fighting. It does 0. This thing has high spit F, so like I'm not super surprised. Energy Ball. Well, I don't know the base power of this hidden power because it can be 60 or 70, right? There's like a range. I think. I don't know when that was changed. I don't know like the absolute specifics about hidden power. Because in competitive, you would obviously just opt for the highest damage one, assuming that's an option, you know? Which I think used to be 70 and changed to 60 at a certain point. I also just didn't really play a ton of competitive when hidden power was still a thing, because it's not in the game anymore. Along with, what is it, Pursuit, and I think there's some other move that's not in anymore. That's noteworthy. Just Energy Ball you. Oh, I missed one on that side, I guess? Huh. Weird. Oh, so that was the wrong way, but at least I can... Magneton. At least I can battle this nerd. Download, got the special attack raise, which is kind of scary. And it's at +3 now, which is very scary. Lock on. Please tell me it's just like Zap Cannon or something stupid. Oh, it just goes for lock on again. Okay. P2. Hey, P2 as in like the P2 laboratory where we're at. It's his lab. I know this is where you get Genesect from the event. Or something along those lines. Now this thing is actually a threat. I'm gonna switch to you. There's the lock on. I'm a mock here. Yeah. Reversal. Yeah, it does more the less HP we have. I don't think so. Like, I might change Victini's nature to be more of a mixed attacker. But I still probably wouldn't run a reversal. Dubious Disc. I don't know what the backstory is with Colress during this game, like what he was doing. I would imagine this is where Colress was working, just in my own headcanon, I guess. Which, like, yeah, if we get Black and White remakes, that would be a nice reference they could do retroactively, you know? Having Black and White 2 exist already. Kind of tie things even more closely together. I'm gonna put up a repel, because this is heinous. But I really do think that, like, Black and White 2 are even better than these games, which is, like, kind of crazy to think about. Like, not only the little things that I've mentioned here and there, but it's like, there's a lot of locations that you go through in Black and White 2 that are either post-game in this game or don't exist in this game that I kind of miss. Like, obviously the entire starting area, but I like going to Undella and Lacunosa, actually during the main game and shit like that. More heart scales, not bad. I mean, obviously Energy Ball is the right play here. I'm just like, I don't think I need to worry so much about individual mons getting super over-leveled. I just need to lead differently. Yeah, we'll lead. Like, hopefully by the time I'm out of here, at least Jellicent is up to, like, maybe not 50, but, like, it'll be usable, you know? In the trainer battles in Twist Mountain. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Where's this one? It's on the other side, that's right. Oh, whoops. You know what's funny though, is I've been making a Pokemon like route and town playlist because I have one for battle themes, but I want to have one for routes and towns in case I make like more Pokemon videos at some point or something, and I have like background music to pull from kind of thing. But anyhow, and even just to listen to here and there probably anyway, but I know this is a water type, but I don't, yeah. What's interesting is, like, in the comment sections on the Heart Gold Soul Silver soundtracks, there's a lot, and like, these are videos that were posted when the games were new, or like around that time. There is a lot of, oh, the original soundtrack was better and these remixes are ass and like whatever, and I'm like very surprised by that, but also kind of relieved because of all the discourse around Persona 3 Reload and that soundtrack. And it's like, yeah, the technical limitations were not as noteworthy on the PS2 compared to the original Game Boy, in the case of, you know, Gold and Silver to Heart Gold Soul Silver. But I'm just like, there's always, no matter what era and what limitations there may have been on the original soundtrack, whenever a remake has a new soundtrack, there is always going to be a sect of people that take umbrage with it. I just find that surprising as someone who grew up with the original Gen 2. much preferring Heart Gold Soul Silver in pretty much every way. Actually, in damn near every way. I can't even really think of anything besides the nostalgia factor that would have me going back to the original Gen 2, but either way, it's like... It's just very interesting in that way. And I know people feel the same way about Oris, and I would say that probably my opinion of Oris's soundtrack is fairly unpopular, I would bet. Especially as someone who, like, really grew up with Gen 3. Like, Gen 2 was around, I dabbled with it, and, like, of course I played it in full before, like, you know, Gen 4 and shit like that, but Gen 3 was, like, really my... Not my introduction, but, like, that's the game that made me fall in love with Pokemon, so to speak, as a kid. And the fact that I prefer Oris's soundtrack is, I think, like, somewhat controversial, in a sense. I think I just... Yeah, I'm like, we live. I'm gonna bulk up. Hyper Potion. Drain Punch is gonna be so nice. Because then I don't have to waste... Like, I can heal and do damage at the same time, which is huge. Detect. Yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver did a lot right. I mean, they added a lot of post-game stuff, and, like, Gym Leader rematches, I fucking loved that. It was kind of annoying that you had to call them on specific days, but that was also kind of cool because it made the game feel a little more alive. Especially because a lot of criticism of Kanto in the Johto games is that the region doesn't feel as alive, or something to that effect. But the fact that, you know, you have to track them down in their various, like, you know, Bugsy's in Viridian Forest, and everyone, like, Jasmine's at, like, the restaurant or something like that, and there's all sorts of stuff like that, where you track them down to get their phone numbers, and then you have to call them at a different time of day or days of the week in order to get them to the fighting dojo to rematch them. It's so cool. Now that's something that I think, that's really the main feature from Oris that I miss. I know we're jumping around a little bit, but it's like, if Oris, like the whole match call, rematch kind of things, I don't think was in Oris compared to at least Emerald and the way it handled it there. Can you rematch the gym leaders in Oris? I don't think so. It's been a while though, but like, Battle Frontier is great and all, but like, at the same time, I feel like I get a lot of value that you would get from Battle Frontier by playing on Showdown or something. I mean, it probably still should have been there, or added later or something, but I think not having Gym Leader rematches is maybe even more egregious. Because I think that's something that gets overlooked too when we talk about Heart Gold Soul Silver, or at least HGS has its detractors. Due to cartridge space, oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure they had a reason to do that, and like, I don't think you could rematch gym leaders in Ruby and Sapphire, right? I think that was Emerald that introduced that, really. I think. Yeah, because like, I remember too, like, Tate and Liza in Ruby and Sapphire only have Solrock and Lunatone, whereas in Emerald they have like 4 Mons or something like that. And so when you rematch them, it makes a little more sense. Yeah. Maybe I do need to play Emerald again. It's just like, there's so many hacks of Emerald, it's hard for me to like pick one. And like Drayano doesn't have one, so it's a little hard, but... Hey, what's up, Teb? Teb Z. Did you used to go by Tez, straight up? Because I remember you if that's the case. Or maybe I'm just secretly dyslexic. Oh yeah, what's good, man? It has been a while. Yeah, I remember you, I think you used to watch my stuff mostly, or at least I remember you popping into the streams when I was on Twitch and stuff like that. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's right, yeah. I think you mentioned you started college or something like that the last time you popped in. So if that's the case, then how's that going? Deep Sea Tooth. Ugh, Huntail. What was I saying, though? Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I want to say Gym Leader rematches were first in Emerald. Like, that would have been the first spot that they did that. Studying design, kind of want to switch majors. That's fair. I remember I switched majors a couple times when I was in college. It's like, it's pretty normal. But I mean, also, I mean, if you can... You've been doing great. That's good, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. But you could always look into, like... There's, like, you know, you can get a minor in whatever you're currently doing if you only need to snag a few credits here and there. But then again, like, college is so expensive. It's like... You want to try to be as efficient as possible with your time, of course. Alright, so that's it for P2 Laboratory, right? Jellicent is at 42. What is... These broken textures are kind of freaking me out. But let's grab a Flying Mon. Yeah, I think Emerald's the best one. I do wish that they got a remake, but then again, like, artistically, I'm just not really that big on Oris, so like, yeah, Delta Emerald would have been better than Oris, I think, pretty definitively, but I don't know. I feel like there'd be even more of a debate as to what's the best Hoenn game if a Delta Emerald had happened. Yeah, maybe... I don't know, I feel like... I've been doing good, man. I've been doing okay. You know, surviving. See my vids and streams pop up every other day or so. Yeah, totally. I've been kind of doing like the 3 times a week streaming thing, like 2-3 times a week. Aiming for weekly uploads. But yeah, first Pokemon game you ever played was Emerald. I mean, that's a good one, man. It's good. I just... Like, some of those hacks... Some hacks, like, change too much. You know? Majors in Global International Studies, minor in Philosophy and French, damn. That's pretty impressive. At least, like, as far as the French thing, I'm just like, when it comes to learning new languages, that's one of those things where I'm like, I can pick up, like terms here and there, but I've never really sat down and, like, tried to learn a second language kind of thing. I took Spanish in high school, but those credits transferred into my college, so I didn't have to, you know, retake a language credit or whatever. Thank God. I guess you could call music a second language, in a sense. It is a language, but it's not one that you speak with your voice, I suppose. Well, okay, you can if you're a vocalist, but I'm not. What was I gonna do here? Grab Staraptor. And I think that's it as far as optional areas, right? Yeah, when it comes to, like, Emerald ROM hacks, some of them just change too much, and I'm not really sure, like, how... I know there's a wide range of, like, very faithful Emerald ROM hacks to ones that, like, add Mega Evolution and, like, all this other crazy shit. And I'm like, I don't know how much I really want to alter Emerald in that way. I'm very unsure. I do want to replay Oris because it's been a while, and I want to see if I feel the same way as I did when that game made me, like, fall off of Pokemon for a little while. Especially the, like, new releases. Not that I'm super hot on the new releases now anyway, but... Pinwheel's clear. Like, Virizion I think is post-game. Wellspring I did. Dreamyard is post-game. Can't go here. Lost Lorn is... There's nothing there. Relic Castle we'll go back to later. Cold Storage is done. Mistralton Cave I did. Chargestone. Celestial Tower's done. Twist... I think it's just Twist Mountain time. TBH. Oh, I guess I could use a Heart Scale to give myself V-Create on Victini, although we are minus attack, though. Which is kind of not ideal. Oh, shit. Whoops. Yeah, this team is looking strong as hell. Although I guess I want to nickname these other two. Whoops. Castelia, right? Yeah. And it's like at the very top of Castelia. Like right over here, I think. Yeah. Now, the question is, does the Pringle Man have a name? Does he have an actual name? Pringle Man name. Julius. Julius Pringle. Oh my god. Is this an official image? Because I hate that. If that... There's like a picture of the Pringle Man with like a body. No, I don't like that at all. So we call him Julius. Kind of fits. Julius. Now Victini. Need a nickname for Victini. Yeah, I thought he had a name, but I just could not remember it for the life of me. Victini. What is your... Capable of taking hits. Okay. It's a good nickname for Victini. I don't even fucking know. We could go ancient Roman with it, where it's like... What is that phrase? Like Veni Vidi Vici or whatever it's called. Or maybe, is that like a quest from something? Veni Vidi Vici, what does it mean? I came, I saw, I won. Who said that? Oh, it was Caesar. Interesting. Julius Caesar. I don't have any idea what I want to call this thing. Does it have a gender? No, it's genderless, so I can't do like Victor or Victoria or something like that. Probably something that starts with a V still, right? Yeah, I guess the difficulty thing would be cleared up in Oris by playing, I forget what the Ruby one is called, the Sinking Sapphire. There's some other ROM hacks. There's like Rutile Ruby and like whatever, and then there's whatever Dre's hacks are called. Maybe it is Rutile Ruby and Sinking Sapphire, I don't fucking remember. There's a few Oris hacks out there. I've never played Dre's though, that's another incentive too. It's just like, damn, I wish this was a remake of Emerald, though. That's the thing. When it comes to Oris. More into single players as opposed to stuff like Apex and stuff like that. Any games I'd recommend single player wise? Like, what genre are you thinking? Like, are you wanting to stick with like shooters? Or are you thinking you're looking for like a JRPG or something? Let me know what you like as far as like single player stuff, because I'm sure I could pull something. Yeah, it would be cool for Game Freak and Pokemon Company to show restraint. But Vici means conquered, right? Like, instead of getting a Let's Go Hoenn, if they just did Delta Emerald as, like, it doesn't, like, yeah, it would have made more sense for that to be released closer to Oris, but we're just gonna call him Vici, because that means to conquer in, like, Roman or whatever, Italian. But like, nothing says that a Delta Emerald had to have come out in 2015 or something, right? And yeah, difficulty options need to come back, but that's like the whole philosophy, design philosophy from Game Freak is like, I don't know if it was Masuda or one of those guys, one of the OGs, was like, oh, people just want to play on their phone. They don't want a difficult experience, and it's like, oh, okay, dude. Okay, whatever you say. Then again, the game sells fucking 20 million copies, so never punished, but whatever. Any game's good. Tread Slime Miniature Animal Crossing Mario games. Ooh, Slay the Spire's good. I like that one a lot. If you're looking for more of an action roguelite, well, I guess Slay the Spire's more roguelike, where it's like each run is like pretty much fresh. You just what changes is what you unlock from run to run. But Hades is like a top-down action roguelite, and so you're able to like carry in different upgrades from run to run, so you are able to get stronger and stuff like that. But then once you beat the game once, there's modifiers you can add that make it like fucking crazy. I love Hades a lot. That's a high recommendation for me. If you're looking for another roguelite, like whatever you want to call it. And of course, I would pitch the Battle Network games, but it just kind of depends on your tolerance for like somewhat old school RPG stuff, like random encounters and stuff like that. But I'll take a look at my Steam library here in a second, and I'll let you know. And I like how Clay shows up here again. Oh, that bother again. He's saying bother again for no reason. I'm just wondering what Game Freak's, or the Pokemon Company rather's, game plan is. Do I want to make it winter? I know last time I changed my system clock, it fucked up the stream. I don't know why, but I kind of don't want to mess with it in that case, but I do like it when it's snowy in here. You can kind of skip, like, you can skip, like, the entire dungeon in the winter, which is crazy. I love this track, though. This is one of the best, like, dungeon themes. But Dragon Spiral is also up there. I probably like that one better. Let's see. Let's look at my Steam library real quick. I'm playing some Fallout New Vegas. So that's one. There's this, if you're playing on PC, I don't know if you are, but if you only have like a Switch or something, then I don't think Fallout's on there. But like, I'm not like super big into New Vegas. I don't really know why. I'm trying to figure that out so I can put it into a video somehow. But there's a mod that like merges Fallout 3 and New Vegas. It's like kind of crazy in that way. And that's like how I've been playing it, but Mass Effect is always like the Legendary Edition's a high recommendation. I haven't played that version yet, but okay, gotcha. Mostly looking for games to play on the go. Mass Effect, I mean, could be PC or emulator. I mean, Mass Effect is a high recommendation if you haven't played those. BioShock also comes to mind. Some indies that I would recommend, like The Messenger I really like. Shovel Knight, of course, is like a indie classic at this point. Gravity Circuit from last year was really damn good. Resident Evil 4, if you want a newer release, I thought was amazing. The remake. You probably couldn't go wrong playing the original either, but like RE4 remake and System Shock remake from last year are like my two favorite games of the year, pretty much. Aside from the Battle Network collection, which is, you know, it's like games I've already played before kind of thing. And then I'm sure that there's a ton of other stuff that I could recommend. Like The Witcher 3 is a big one, of course. Witcher 2, if you have some tolerance for some jank, I think is also very good. And there's some story stuff that can carry into Witcher 3 as well. And then, of course, upcoming games, Persona 3 Reload is, like, the main one that I would recommend, assuming you like turn-based JRPG kind of things. And then I guess if I'm gonna recommend like Fallout New Vegas, I would also say like the Elder Scrolls games as well. Morrowind's pretty rough around the edges. That might be hard to get into if you didn't play it growing up, kind of thing. And like that's the same case for me. I find it kind of hard to get into, even though I respect the hell out of it. And I do agree that it does some things better than the newer Elder Scrolls games for sure. But like Oblivion might be kind of hard to go back to also. Like honestly, even as someone who that was my introduction to Elder Scrolls, a few years later than it came out for sure, but even so I played it before I played Skyrim, and even I find Oblivion kind of hard to go back to, but Skyrim is like, if you're willing to mod it, it's a classic, but like it's not gonna blow your mind like storytelling wise or anything like that. It's more, that's more like you play that game more so for exploration kind of thing, in my opinion. I don't know, I'm like kind of back into the whole Bethesda / New Vegas, not developed by Bethesda, but I'm kind of in that sphere right now with my gaming, because those are games that I don't feel like I need to commit to them, in a sense, where like I don't want to start anything major right now because P3 is right around the corner. Probably said this before, but like like Fallout and Elder Scrolls are like kind of perfect games for that, where it's like I've played them before, so I can kind of just like jump in, start a playthrough, whether or not I finish it or whatever finishing it means in the first place. You know, like doesn't really matter. P3 comes out on February 2nd. So right around, it comes out like within a week of Yakuza Infinite Wealth, right? And then Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is also a game coming around that time. But I haven't gotten into Yakuza yet, so I can't say one way or the other. I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure it's gonna be great, in fact, based on people who really love that series. But I can't vouch for it personally. And then Grand Blue, I think, is worth keeping an eye on and maybe looking at reviews, because that's like a known IP, but it's like an IP that I think is I don't know if it's like an anime or a manga first, but I know there's fighting games of it. Scizor is really tough for me to deal with, especially because I set up the rain like a dumbass. Or wait, no, it's raining. I didn't even set up the rain. That's rough. I don't have any. Oh no, I do have one. Ah, shit. I think I gotta go back and heal. But like Grand Blue's worth keeping an eye on. I've got my eye on it, but I don't know. Like I'm picking P3. As far as like all those games coming out around the start of February, P3 is my choice easily. That's because I fucking love the original though, and the remake looks amazing. So I'm like, it's kind of a no-brainer, in my opinion, and one that I can actually recommend. And like other new releases, it's like, got some stuff on my wish list, but not a lot of stuff has dates though. Yeah, no, for sure. It's just like Grand Blue is it's not really a known quantity. From what little I've seen of it, it reminds me of Tales, which is like, it's kind of a good thing. Like the Tales series is not one I'm like super well versed in, but I can appreciate those games to an extent. I really like Tales of Berseria in particular, even though there's some things that might turn people off from that game, but and then Yakuza I can't really speak too much on. That's a series that I've been like meaning to get into for a while. It just doesn't really like, I don't know what it is about it. It doesn't like, it's not like calling my name, that series, you know? I'm sure that once I start playing Zero, I'm gonna love it. Or at least like it, kind of thing, but I'm just like, I don't know what it is exactly. But just back to what I was saying before, where like, I tried playing Oblivion a few months ago for the first time in a while, and I was like, man, This game is a lot crustier than I remember, even from whenever I last played it, which was not that long ago. And I know there's like rumors about Oblivion getting a remaster, remake. It's unclear which one it's gonna be. But if that's true, that's kind of cool. But at the same time, Skyblivion, which is like the modded, like the fan project where they're modding Skyrim to be Oblivion, or they're modding Oblivion into Skyrim's engine. It's not gonna be that won't be out for a while, but like that is in the works, and so it's gonna be interesting to say the least to see this potential or this rumored Oblivion remaster remake against something like Skyblivion. But I do think that an Oblivion needs some touch-ups. Not even necessarily visually, like yeah, for sure, but that's the least of its worries. And then Skyrim is like kind of the same deal, but you can kind of mod the shit out of it to be like pretty much whatever you want. Except in the realm of narrative. Like that's the main aspect that Skyrim suffers with that you can't really fix with mods. You can fix some of it, kind of. Right? Parthenak's Dilemma, The Choice Is Yours is a mod that I really like. And there's some other ones too that like, I don't know, but like I want to do a video about that batch of games like Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, and New Vegas. Because like, I've been playing those games for about 10 years, almost on the dot. I think it was like December of 2013 or so when I really like delved into them. Hex is only 50? They must have buffed this in the later gens. I mean, if I run Will-O-Wisp Hex, that might be worth doing, but I maybe just want Shadow Ball. I'll take it over Ominous Wind, though. Yeah, I've been like struggling to kind of quantify how I want to talk about those games, because it's like, it's almost like why does Skyrim tick the right boxes for me when there's so many obvious problems with it, you know? But yeah, the PS5 is definitely expensive. I'm glad that I built my PC back in 2020, because it's been like, I've done a few small upgrades here and there, but for the most part it's like I'm just like kind of set as far as gaming hardware and whatnot. Shit. It does make sense that this would be faster. Going to you. Surf. As long as none of my mons get knocked out, because I have no revives. Oops. But then you have like Fallout New Vegas, which is more narrative focused and whatnot, but I don't know what it is. I just don't really care about what's happening for whatever reason. Like lore-wise and world-building-wise, it's very interesting. But then like moment to moment of like, you know, basically choose which faction becomes in charge of Vegas. I'm like, I don't really care though. I don't know why though. It's weird. And I've touted like a lot of times too how like, especially these days, I really typically need a game to have some kind of compelling narrative or characters or something like that to convince me to play it all the way through, but like maybe it's because I played those games coming off of Nintendo stuff primarily that the narrative faults of like the Elder Scrolls games, for instance, don't really bug me as much. They should port the Yakuza series to the Switch and Switch 2. Yeah. I think I mean, the older Yakuza games could totally run on the Switch as is. I'm kind of surprised that none of them have made their way over there. But it's possible that a lot of companies have been holding their cards pretty close to their chest, waiting on Nintendo's next hardware, right? Medi, don't need you. I need to put Will-O-Wisp on this. I do have the TM for Will-O-Wisp, do I? You've been loving Microsoft's Flight Simulator? Microsoft Flight Simulator? I've heard that game is extremely impressive. I don't know that it's necessary. Like, that would be one where, like, I could see myself diving into it for, like, just to fuck around and, like, look at where all the places I used to live, or, like, places I want to go, or whatever, but I don't know. This one that I've not really considered picking up, but maybe on a sale someday. Oh, Willow's only 75% accurate in this gen? That's unfortunate. I think we keep Rain Dance until I beat Bryson, in case of a Hail team. And then I get rid of Rain Dance for coverage, maybe like Energy Ball or something, for opposing waters. Alright, we'll see. Willow's gonna help us against physical threats even more than the Bold Nature. You're almost 52. Oh, it's in Game Pass? The thing is, like, I don't even... This may seem weird. I don't even, like, mess around with Game Pass, though. But, like, I believe that it's worth it, but, like, I just... I think... I feel like I'm kind of a unique case. You know, not like the other gamers, no, but, like, seriously, like, I feel like I'm a unique case where I've picked up pretty much every... Maybe not every, but, like, pretty much every game on Steam that I want to play or own or, like, have access to kind of thing, as far as older stuff, and I just don't buy enough new releases full price. Or, like, have an interest in playing new releases, like, on day one, who I think warrant paying for something like Game Pass. Like, I'm sure it's worth it for, like, dabbling around, but it's like... I don't know. I feel like I play too many older games, in a sense, that I already have access to where it's hard for me to justify, like, spending that subscription on top of that kind of deal. You like the Frontier Brains better than the Gym Leaders, since they're not restricted by type. I do like that they are not restricted by type. I do like that. Like, I don't mind the type specialist thing, but the type specialist thing is just not leveraged as much as it can be in most cases. Like in a hack like this, where you have, you know, the Ice Gym Leader is running a Hail team, like, that makes sense. And sure, Candace in Vanilla, maybe Diamond and Pearl, but certainly Platinum, she leads Abomasnow to set up the Hail, and then she has, like, a Frostless with Snowcloak. She might have some other Ice synergy, but it feels like... It doesn't feel like it's as intentional, maybe, than hacks like these. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, you're a Hariyama, but, like, holy crap. It might be Guts. That was a bad play. Keeps going for Endure. Can you stop proccing Endure, like, actually? But as far as the Frontier Brains themselves, it's hard for me to speak on them, like... Because, like, yeah, mechanically I do appreciate... I can appreciate the Frontier Brains, but... I don't know enough about them as characters, you know what I mean? How about Pokemon games? I would say... If you're a newbie to Pokemon, that's kind of tough. I guess if you're not against emulating, like you were saying, you would be down to emulate. I mean, I think Black and White 2, like, in that order, like, you pick a version, obviously, but, like, Black or White and then into the sequel is the best that mainline Pokemon has to offer. Otherwise, if you want some of the other best ones, I'd say Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum, and then Emerald are definitely up there. And then I really like the Gen 7 games being Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon. You kind of just pick one or the other. They're not like sequels in the same way that Black and White are, but your mileage may vary because some people really hate those games. And then if you're looking for non-mainline Pokemon, I'd say Colosseum and XD for sure, which are GameCube games. Technological Pokemon, Cat Pokemon, and Factory Pokemon. Like the Frontier Brain themes. Oh, I didn't see your previous message, my bad. Oh, I thought it'd be cool if there were gym leaders specialized in a theme. Yeah. No, totally. I think that's something that totally could work. I also think that Sun and Moon were on the right track with getting rid of gyms. The problem is that, well, maybe not problem, but the thing is that trials and kahunas and stuff like that are so similar to gyms that it's like, when I think like let's get rid of gyms, I think Colosseum and XD. And the way those games are structured with like the boss fights are not gym leaders. You know what I mean? Like you're just facing like more or less just the evil team the entire time, but you know, it's less. I mean, it's still structured in a sense, but it feels less rigid in its structure. Hey, see you, Tez. Good to talk to you for the first time in a while. Have a good night, man. Have a good weekend, in fact. Okay, bet. Yeah, I'll probably be... What time is it? I'll be going for a little while longer, for sure. That's sturdy. Bulldoze again. Robo dead. God, if Skyla had a team of 54s, I'm like very nervous about what Bryson's gonna have. What the fuck? I've never... Dude, I guess because wild Pokemon don't usually have held items like that. The Quick Claw procced as I tried to run. How wild is that? I've literally never seen that interaction before in my life. Because how could you? Especially because Quick Claw would be the only one that would proc in that way, but... Oh, Christ. This thing being minus defense nature might be worse than I thought, but then again, I'm not gonna typically bring it in hard on stuff like this. I'm scared of this being Guts. It might just be no guard, but I don't want to risk giving him the attack buff. Oh my god. Julius, you need more special attack EVs, my guy. 90 is really bad. Still pretty underleveled though, but... I think I have a calcium, right? Yeah, I do. Iron will also give this to you. Special defense. In fact, I'm also going to give this to... I'm going to give it pretty much everything except for the Carbos, which I want you to probably have. Do I just rare candy Julius? I mean, it's always better to save your rare candies for later levels, but I'm like... I think it's fine to just save the rare candies for a little bit later. Or to get Victini caught up once it's a little bit closer. What do I have TM-wise for Victini? Maybe it's worth waiting until just before Bryson to check that, though. Because there might be some TMs around Icarus. The only problem is we're not in winter right now, so... There's some items that I will miss by virtue of that. I just U-turn, because I know I'm not going to one-shot. I need a stronger rock-type move. For sure. Goes for the hail. I Will-O-Wisp you and Hex. I think I just Hyper. Rock Slide. Ooh! That is so much better than Smackdown. Like, Smackdown was good for Skyla to... Oh, it's Scrappy. I was like, what? I was very confused for a second. Can you... Thank you. Okay. Hex won't work, but at least it's weakened. Outrage is wild. Wild! But yeah, I think... Yeah, I do think that themes besides types would be smart. I think that's like one of several reasons that Pokemon feels very played out. Is because like the structure is just always the same. Oh, but Scarlet and Violet were open world, and it's like, yeah, but for what reason, really? Like, I remember growing up when I was a kid, I wanted Pokemon to go open world or be an MMO. I do think an MMO could still work. Like, look at how like Genshin's not really an MMO, right? I don't really know much about it, but why don't they just make the Pokemon version of Genshin? Like, that just makes sense to me, business-wise. Or something like that. I don't know that I would be super into it, but like that just makes more sense to me than what they're doing now. Cryo. Flash Cannon. Okay. I don't know that I have anything that can learn that, but it's a good move. What do you do? Oh yeah, that's right. I think he gives you fossils or something. Okay. Oh, that's right. There's like an item. Oh no, it's up. It's up top. Okay. Yeah, I definitely prefer coming here when it's winter. You're only strong because you trainers are controlling Pokemon. What? Dude, Charon's spitting right now. Like, the Team Plasma Grunt's acting like they're not doing the same thing? Or I guess it's because they're using stolen Pokemon, that's why. Must use force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Hmm. Character development. Oh, look, it's the goat. Yeah, I mean, like, that makes too much sense to have an MMO where you choose, like, your starting region and shit like that. It just makes too much sense. Like, I'm very surprised. And, like, you could get away... I don't want to say you could get away with, but, like, you could kind of get away with an MMO, a Pokemon MMO, looking as half-baked as Scarlet and Violet because it's an MMO. Like, MMOs have never really been graphical showcases from what I know of them. Because of the scale, you have to sacrifice something. And so you typically sacrifice on graphical fidelity for the sake of the scale of the world. And that's really kind of what Scarlet and Violet feels like to me. It's like a half-baked not open world, but like a half-baked MMO in a sense, or like the bones of an MMO of some kind. And even the way the multiplayer features are integrated, like just it feels very MMO-esque, but like kind of not in a super positive way to me. Unova region's oldest building. So, Legends Curum speculators. Let's get on that speculation. Stories say it's the place where the legendary Pokemon came to life, or where they remain in deep slumber. No one's ever been inside. And I'm not too old for some adventuring. Cedric Juniper's cool. Palpitoad. Where are the Stunfisks at? It's, oh, that's up top. Yeah. It's also where you find the Shadow Triad in post-game. That's all winter accessible. I think there's no item here, really. I think that's where the slope goes down or something in winter. Yeah, Pokemon's not living up to its full potential for sure. I definitely agree. I really think that scaling back is the smart idea for them. Like when they did Let's Go, which I've said before, I think Let's Go is like, they're Let's Go was solid, man. Like I really, I didn't really like the catching mechanic, like the way it was integrated, but like the idea was okay. And like that catching idea was kind of expanded upon in Legends Arceus, in my opinion, where like it's like, you know, more of an action-y kind of way to kind of an action-y way to catch Pokemon. I liked that. But like Let's Go seemed like it was like a complete product, had some new features and stuff from the originals. Like, yeah, it was a remake of Kanto. It's like, why do we need another remake of Kanto? But it's like the smallest scale Pokemon game they've done on the Switch, and it shows. It like the quality is higher because of the smaller scale, or at least in part because of the smaller scale. It being a remake is another part of that. And then BDSP people will point to, and it's like, yeah, I mean, Game Freak didn't make that, but all the same, that was a smaller scale project, and like, it was, I guess BDSP was like fine for what it was, but like what it was never going to be compelling, to me at least. Like we didn't really need a remake of Diamond and Pearl specifically. I've gone into this before. It's like even a remake of Platinum, like I don't know that you just, like, that's an instance where the scale was too small, in fact. So I think I mean, you're bound to repeat yourself when you stream for, you know, weeks and months at a time, but like certain projects need to be scaled up and some need to be scaled down. Just based on like time constraints primarily. And the corporate greed for sure, I think, plays a role as well. Where like they know that they can put out garbage and people will buy it. Thunder, I don't want any of these anyway. That's definitely a factor, but like even just like artistically, I'm like, or like just the time constraints, like you can't develop a game of that quality and that scope and scale in 3 years or whatever, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like if BDSP, it's like I've said about the Gen 5 remakes, it's like either they need to be way scaled back and basically be more or less a remaster, and not in the way that BDSP is functionally a remaster, but it's actually a remake. I mean more like, just like make it HD, but still pixel art. Either that, or you need to go even more ambitious with it. But then, if the ambition's there, then you need the time and the resources, and mostly time. It needs that time in the oven to, like, not be half-baked. Like, it's just frustrating. It is kind of relieving, like, not holding my breath for Pokemon to get their shit together, though, because do I want them to get their shit together? Yeah, of course, but I'm just not getting my hopes up for that anymore. Oh. Max Elixir. Yeah, I'd say let's clear a lot of the trainers up here before fighting 57. Oh my god. Flame Burst, no. Searing Shot's better, aside from PP. You're gonna Iron Head me or something dumb. It's also raining, so I don't really wanna... well... oh shit. Searing Shot probably still does a lot. Yeah, not enough though. Fuck. Yeah, they really should either give the Pokemon IP to someone like Monolith Soft, or at the very least have them help out. Because goddamn. Like, Monolith at least knows how to take advantage of the Switch hardware. That's only one factor, though. Like, that's the thing, it's like... the Pokemon... like, yeah, the Switch hardware is old and outdated and kind of crusty, but, like... the Pokemon games aren't bad because of the Switch hardware in certain ways, because, like, you look at... even though I've been very critical of the open world Zelda games, I'm not the biggest fan of those, but they look good for being on the Switch kind of thing. You know? They look a hell of a lot more impressive on, like, actual hardware, but for working with what they're working with, the Zelda games and the Xenoblade games look pretty fucking good. And at least they have that, right? And I know, like, the narrative and the gameplay and stuff is very deep in Xenoblade and whatever, but... like, if Pokemon could at least look pretty again... you know, can we get back to the games, like, looking good, but being, like, baby easy kind of thing? Like Gen 6, basically? Like, Gen 6, I'm not a huge fan of the art direction in Gen 6 in, like, the chibi stuff, but... they don't look bad, and especially if you upscale them. And, like, yeah, you probably want an HD texture pack anyway, but that's still mostly just, like, an up-res job. Whereas, like, if you up-res Sword and Shield, that shit's still gonna look terrible. At least in the wild area. I think the routes in Sword and Shield look, like, fine. Actually, a lot of the more contained areas look okay. Jellicent v Jellicent. I'll burn you. Yeah, the ROM hacks definitely... the ROM hacks, I would say, are definitely better than the newer games, which is why I'm content with just playing these, like... you don't have, like, any special defense. Dude. Land your Will-O-Wisps. I guess Burn is more... I think Burn is, like, what, 12% in this game as opposed to 6? So that kind of makes up for the low accuracy, I guess. But yeah, I mean, like, these ROM hacks are what got me back into Pokemon when I fell off. Like, that's the reason. It just so happened that I ended up really liking the Gen 7 games on top of that. That was, like, a bonus. Oh my... I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but, like, what the fuck? Dude, seriously? This is just annoying. This hack in particular is, like... I've said it before, it's a little rough. Like, this is one where I'm like, I just want to Mach Punch this. That didn't get you into Vetus range, are you serious? Are you serious? I don't know if I'm faster. I guess I am because EVs, thankfully. and at plus speed nature. But, what's it called? I mean, I even think the vanilla versions of these games are better than what has been coming out largely. I do think that Gen 7 gets too much shit, though. Like, I'll never understand. Well, like, I understand it to a degree, but, like, to me, Gen 7 is far and away the best gen since Pokémon went 3D, and it's not even really super close. Like, 6 is fine in retrospect, it's just on the easy side, but, like, they're all on the easy side, kind of. Black and White 2 are such a step in the right direction, at least as far as like features and stuff like that. Structurally, yeah, like did we need to shake up? For sure, but it's like the same thing with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed kind of did the same fucking thing, where it's like people were complaining about the games being super iterative, and like people were complaining about the games being super iterative, and then Ubisoft went and changed a bunch of stuff that didn't need to be changed. Like, the problem with Unity was not its systems, it was that it released in the state that it did. And the story and characters were fucking boring. But aside, like, Unity as a template for Assassin's Creed games going forward, like, to me, like, Unity's gameplay in particular is what I kind of want out of Assassin's Creed. Not that I'm like, that's another series where I really fell off. I don't really care so much about it anymore, specifically not new releases. Like, I haven't played Mirage, I don't have any plans to play Mirage, but... like, I wasn't the biggest fan of Unity overall, because, like, I think story-wise it was just, like, kind of boring, like I said. But mechanically, the systems were, like, pretty fucking cool, actually. Aside from, like, obviously the introduction of a lot of microtransaction stuff, or the not introduction, because Black Flag had shit like that too, but it became more egregious in Unity, and then it just continued to spiral, kind of deal. But it's similar with Black and White 2, where it's like, you didn't need, like, you changed the wrong things. You doubled down on the wrong things, and you stripped down features in the wrong way. Right? Completely neutering the difficulty, and also the storytelling and stuff like that. If you compare Gen 5 to Gen 6, it's like, I don't know. Does that make sense? It's really hard for me to construct a cogent argument on this, but I hope that at least makes some sense. Favorite Mega Evolution? It's hard to think of off the top of my head. Let me just look up a list of megas, because there's not that many to pull from. Mega Evolutions. Mega. Let's see, we got Venusaur, we got the Kanto starters, we got Beedrill, Pidgeot, Alakazam, Slowbro, Gengar, Kangaskhan, Pinsir, Gyarados, Aerodactyl, both Mewtwo ones. There's more megas than I thought, holy shit. I like Zard X a lot. I like Mega Beedrill a lot, design-wise. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. I like Mega Gengar a lot. Alakazam's also cool. I'd say from Gen 1, it's definitely between, like, Zard X, Beedrill, and Gengar. I like Mega Ampharos a lot. That's up there. I used to not like Mega Pert much, but I do like the Hoenn starters as well. Mega Mawile I like a lot. What else do we got here? Mega Altaria, mostly because the type change makes so much sense. Can we just say the Mega Lotties are terrible? Like, why did the Mega Lotties look exactly the fucking same? Oh, but something, there's a difference. And it's like, no, there's not, dude. Like, they look the fucking same. Mega Ray's obviously goated. I'm not super wild about the Gen 4 one. I don't know. I'd say if I had to pick one, Mega Ampharos is the one that comes to mind immediately. But like, there's a lot that I like. Mega Sablei's a good one too. That's tough. Yeah, it's tough. I'd say Ampharos is up there. Zardak, Speedrill, Gengar. And there's like some that I do like Mega Lucario's cool, but it's like definitely not a contender for #1, I'd say. And there's some also that I'm like Mega T-Tar, I'm like, eh. Mega Scizor is okay, but I think I like the original design. There's a couple like that. Same with Chomp as well. What item do I want Julius to have? Another thing of lefties would actually be really good here, but Spell Tag might not be bad. Oh wait, Helmet. Although I'm thinking like physical attackers, like yeah, it's bold with Will-O-Wisp. But like being immune to normal and fighting means that a lot of physical attacks coming in are not gonna work. And like I don't want to stay in on dark types. I guess we tank steel hits, right? Knockoff is weak in this gen. Just thinking of like the Elite Four. Dragon moves. I guess like Helmet or Quick Claw maybe. Quick Claw is probably better. Yeah, Quick Claw is probably the answer. I'm just not really sure how much Rocky Helmet would be beneficial on this. Maybe Kalos remake so that you hope they get back to Megas. Give Megas to the starters. Go-Go, Pyroar, Pangoro, and Heliolisk. Those are like... Pangoro and Heliolisk are among my favorites in Gen 6. I'd say... I like Pangoro a lot, but like... Pangoro needs the bamboo in his mouth. Like, it needs like the Grovyle, you know, Hoenn anime... smoking a bamboo doobie or whatever the fuck. I know that's not what that's indicating, but it's like... It's kind of got the same energy as like a cigarette or whatever. Don't smoke. Don't smoke cigarettes. They're bad for you. But it looks cool, so. But Heliolisk, man, dude, I love Heliolisk. That is one of the few Gen 6 mons where I'm like, this mon is fucking dope. Aside from the starters, like, because Gren is obviously... Like, Gren is really fucking cool. But if we're excluding starters and legendaries, because I also like Xerneas and Yveltal quite a bit, I think Heliolisk might be my favorite Pokemon from that gen. Straight up. Oh, it's calm in here. Bum 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 bum. It's a Quagsire. Sludge Wave is good. Frost Breath is interesting. Oh, you're not a... Oh, I was like, what? Oh, it's my son, my daughter, I guess, in this case. Oh, that's more so Litwick, but like... Have I mentioned that I love Chandelure? That's like the main thing that's... Oh my god, did that do that much just period, or was that a crit? Good little quick clomp rock. Vaporeon. Acid Armor. Oh my god, low roll. Alright, Julius is caught up now. played all 3 Pokemon Ranger games. I've not played all 3 of them. I want to say the first 2. Right, it was just Pokemon Ranger, and then it was Shadows of Almia or Almina or something. And then I don't think I played the 3rd game, but I did play those games back in the day. I tend to forget about them a lot, but they were kind of cool. Like, they had more detailed pixel art and stuff like that, which I really liked, compared to the Pokemon games at the time, because they were like Gen 4 spin-offs primarily, right? Maybe the last one came out during Gen 5, but it was around that time. DS era. You love the Pokemon Ranger games? I might need to go back to them. It's been a while. Because that's one where, like, I haven't gone back to it, but, like, oh, whoops, misclick. But not for any particular reason. Just kind of one that, like, I just tend to forget about them a lot. Taunted, yeah, duh. Oh my god, that does 0 damage. A new Pokemon Ranger would be cool. I want to see them go back to that. I love a new Pokemon Conquest as well. And shit, give us a new Mystery Dungeon too, I guess. Like, well, because we haven't had a new Mystery Dungeon game in a while. We had the remake of the first one, which I didn't play because, well, the first one, Explorers of Sky is the one. Like, that's the one to remake. Although really just like emulating Explorers of Sky I think is the way to go, because there's like a surprising amount of ROM hacks. There's like a sizable ROM hacking scene for Explorers of Sky, which I was very surprised by. I think Conquest might have a couple ROM hacks as well. Maybe, I don't know. I said it before, I'll say it again. Conquest, we need a second Conquest. But it needs to be deeper this time. Like, the mechanics need to be deeper. New Pokemon partner, Pokemon character customization. Yeah, I mean, Ranger had, like, Ranger just offered a new perspective to the Pokemon world that I did really like, I gotta say. With, like, the partner Pokemon and how they work and all that kind of stuff. I dig that. Those games were cool. I might need to try them again. I wouldn't be surprised if those games have some improvement patches out there or something. Oh my god, stop with the horn drill. Do I ever revive? Oh wait, I bought some, yeah. Just to get that EXP. Go back into this. I guess... Oh, I don't have grass moved. What level do I go for? Do I just do one at a time at this point? I'm hoping I don't need to grind for Bryson. It's just Victini's eating up like all the experience right now. That's the problem. So we'll go one level at a time. We'll get everyone to 53, then 54, etc. Did I battle this chick? No, I didn't. I just bulk up, yeah. You know, I want to say... Yeah, I was going to say Mach Punch probably 2 KOs, so... Worth going for there. Goes into Pert. I'm going to low kick you. Try to. What is with the Protect stalling on my Flame Orb? It's so annoying. Like, what the fuck? Fuck off. Alright, Mach Punch kills you a million times. Focus Punch? Fuck no. Like, realistically speaking, it's probably better to get the ones who aren't weak to ice higher level than the others instead of keeping everyone even, but this is how I do this. This is how I do things. New Mystery Dungeon with 7, 8, and 9 Pokemon. When was the last Mystery Dungeon game? I know it was 3DS. There were 2 on 3DS, right? It was like Super Mystery Dungeon, and I think there was another one. I haven't played one since Explorers of Sky. I kind of fell off, but I do like Explorers of Sky quite a bit. Can't say it's one that I like feel a strong draw to play these days, but I mean, it's good. It's real good. Good story and stuff like that, surprisingly. $2015? Damn. That's wild. And then I get the remake would have been in like, what, 2019 maybe? Or 2020? Or something like that? So we're definitely due for a new one. This thing's probably thick fat. 2020, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, last year's Pokemon Day was pretty lame, but Scarlet and Violet had just come out, so it's, like, not super surprising that they didn't have much to show besides announcing DLC for it. Now, though, now that the DLC for Scarlet and Violet is done, they've got to have something, especially spin-off-wise, to announce, I think. I mean, I guess most of their spin-off revenue is coming from, like, Unite and Masters, but it'd be nice to have some, like, you know, home console, what's it called? Some home console spin-offs. Are we slower? Yeah. Oh no, never mind. That's the downside to Quick Claw, I suppose. Can you not try to Sheer Cold me, you asshole? Dude! It's not fun. Like, that... One-hit KO moves are just not fun, man. That's a load of garbage. I just want to train up my Mons. At least I can go into this and get Water Absorb. Yeah. Stop! My fucking god. Oh. That's fine. I want my actual Mons that I want to get experience, not my superior who's already very high level right now. Nice. Swear to god, if this thing goes for Shield Cold on me, I'm gonna lose my shit. Safeguarded on the wrong turn. It's just DDing up, but it burns, so... Wasn't a bro. I just... Oh, safeguard. Drop the base. Okay. Pump. I want Scald. I gotta go switch that. I want to go heal up before I get too far in this gym, also. Yeah, so let's... Hey, what's good, Gaio? So let's grab my Flying Mon and do some move deleter shit. I need to look at movesets anyway, like look at TMs and shit like that. So we'll fly back to Mistralton. Delete Surf, because I don't think I'm going to need it again. Oh, I guess there's some items in Victory Road, but we can deal with that later. As a reminder, whoops. Anything I want to relearn? Probably not. Delete Surf on you. I'll give you a Scald. Which is right here. Boom. Okay. So we have the Rain Dance to potentially counter Hail. X is so weak in this gen, that's insane. Do I have Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball would be higher up. I don't think I have it yet. You have Toxic though. This is the gen where everyone learns Toxic too, which is kind of crazy. I need to put... Oh wait. I mean... I know this thing is timid, but like... V-Create is so insane though. So I kind of want it. Flame Charge plus V-Create is an interesting combo. Like, this thing is probably better physical, usually, especially once it gets Bolt Strike, but I don't know that that's in this hack, but... Searing Shot may also leave targets to burn. I bet it's a high chance to burn. Lowers yeah, so it's like a close combat, but also lowers speed. I mean, like, yeah, in theory, Flame Charge up to get a speed boost and then V-Create and not care about the speed drops, but at the same time, Flame Charge is so weak, and this hack is so cracked that I'm like, what if I just clicked V-Create to nuke shit and then switched out? Nothing else worth remembering on you. I think I've already checked. Yeah, Elemental Punches. Fighting and rock coverage is already, I think, fine enough. Now I fly back here. Making good progress, though. Although I might need a grind, though. Bryson's gonna have like 60s or something stupid. I probably want to choice lock this once I get to Bryson. I was saying Scarf might be better because of like potential Slush Rush, but I just don't remember if Slush Rush was even a thing. And even then, it's a triple battle, I think. So I don't know that it would... Well, he might still run Hail Synergy anyway. What was I doing? I was checking Toxic. Another of Willow, I think. I mean, the accuracy is shit, but being able to cripple physical attackers like that is really useful. I don't think Toxic really fits on anyone else's moveset, though. Anything get CM? Bikini doesn't get CM? Interesting. I definitely take Psyshock over Confusion, that's for damn sure. Hone Claws... Nah. Hone Claw's Head Smash on Archeops would be cool in theory, but that would require it to, like, live. Hidden Power... Screens... I mean, like, I could run Screens, I guess, but do I really want to? Not really. Anything get T-Bolt? You get T-Bolt? Okay. Okay, I mean, I guess we're timid, so I mean, I'd probably rather have T-Bolt for now. I could always teach this back if I go mixed or physical or whatever. Sludge Wave. Like for hitting grass types? But at that point, wouldn't I just switch out? Having coverage over Rain Dance is better, but I really just want to counter team the Hail, the potential Hail. Oh, Facade on Conk, though. I do like Bulk Up Mach Punch. Rock Slide might be useful for Bryson, also. But this is an option. It might actually be better than Low Kick in most cases, but not against Steals, and also... that's going to be Drain Punch eventually. in like 10 levels or whatever. I don't know, if I decide to go 4 attacks on this, then yeah, obviously Facade would go on there. Low sweep? Was this... Isn't this 65 usually? Was this nerfed? Or was it always 60 in Gen 5 and then it got buffed later? Maybe that's what it is. No, you know what? Dre probably changed this to 60 for Technician users. That's probably what it is. If it is actually 65 normally, which I'm pretty sure. Focus Blast. I mean, like... Fire already hits Steel and Ice types as is. And the accuracy is so low that I'm like, I think I'm okay. Energy Ball. I'd rather have T-Bolt. Yeah, because it's stronger. It's flying types as well as waters. And plus, I don't really want to stay in on waters to begin with, so... Scald I already checked. Charge Beam... Oh, you get Charge... This thing's move pool is insane. I mean, it's a mythical, so I'm not super surprised, but I've never really... Like, Victini's moveset in competitive is almost always like V-Create, Bolt Strike, Final Gambit, something else, Zen Headbutt, or like whatever. So I never really consider it getting some of these more niche moves. Acro Shadow Claw. Nah. Volt Switch. Yeah, nothing. I'd like to have him on with Volt Switch, but nothing that can learn it. T-Wave. I don't hate the idea of T-Wave, but at the same time I kind of do. I guess I could do V-Create, Psyshock, Thunderbolt, T-Wave, or just like status move in general, but I'm not entirely sure what item I'm going to put on this. Maybe Victini would be a candidate for Choice Scarf. And then I like put Band on Crook. Anything else before I go in? Poison Jab. There's no fairies to worry about. Any more U-turn? Oh, you get U-turn. That is the answer then, probably. Probably over Searing Shot. Snarl. Nah. Wild Charge. No. This move is still... This move has always been terrible. Waterfall. I don't think you need Waterfall until post-game. Which is also nice. Like, the Victory Road in this game is... It breaks the mold. Like Excadrill bars. But, it breaks the mold by not having a waterfall at the end, like, or not having you waterfall at any point leading up to Victory Road, like gens 2 through 4 all do. But like 3 and 4 in particular, it's like, I guess 3 you do it beforehand, and 4 you do it after Victory Road, but the sentiment's still the same. Yeah, I want to get everyone to 53 if I can. Lead you, we Fire Fang, Moxie Boost, we Strength. Strength again. Didn't go for Ice move for some reason. That was a crit, right? That's what it seemed like. Why did I go into this when it has Ice Shard? That was bad. I'm just trying to train up anyway. Ugh. Okay. This like sharp level incline is really annoying me. You're almost leveled up. You are almost leveled up. Just battle everyone first. I'll just strength you. Do you die to this? Yeah. Zen. I'd rather have Psyshock, I think. Flinch chance is kind of nice, I guess. You die? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Thankfully, Jet has Rock Slide now, so I can actually do super effective damage that isn't complete ass. Turn that. Frostlass. Dead. Abomasnow. Dead. Cryogonal. Dead. Finally have a move that does more than acrobatics on super effective targets. Yeah, 160 versus 110. Wild. Delibird. Rock Slide you. Oh, it's faster? Why is this? Why? I know that it's higher level than me, but like, it's a Delibird though. Come on now. Yeah, the annoying thing about Archeops is just reviving it is not good enough. Try to burn you, I guess. Yeah. It's just spamming Earth Power, so I think I'm safe to go into Jet. Nice. Now I Rock Slide, you're dead. Get to 53 like I wanted to. I U-turn out. I bet Rock Slide probably killed, but I didn't want to risk it. I go into this. On the Blizzard. And V-Create. Didn't do enough. And now it's rolling out. You're trapped in a rollout, so I just go into this. And Crunch. I don't know why I Crunch when I should have Strength, but it's fine. Alright, let's see. I don't remember this battle being as bad, but I don't remember if the last time I played this I grinded or what. I'll just use a Hyper, I don't really care. Who's my... or I guess this is a triple battle, right? So Conk in the middle might be really good because of Rock Slide. Then again, Jet is the same way. But also... yeah, Jet in the middle might be... but Ice Shard, though. But Ice Shard might be able to hit any side anyhow. Do I have any setup mons? No, not really. Jellicent in one of the lead slots is probably a good idea. I like this. We'll try this. I just don't remember this fight being that bad, especially because Skyla is such a hurdle. Abomasnow. Oh, it's a double battle. I fucked up. Kind of. My leads are still fine. It's just once once Obama is off the field, I need to get the rain up. I think I just double Rock Slide here. Because these guys are not going to do that much. Or, well, Archeops in particular. Oh my lord. It was a crit? That makes sense. And we flinch. Wow, this is off to an actually insane start. Unless he sends out a Beardick right now with Slush Rush and just SDs up and sweeps me. This is a double battle. I forget what Iris is. I think it might be rotation. I think I just continue to double Rock Slide until something dies. Which Frostlass definitely dies. Oh no, it didn't. Wow. Weak armor. Alright, Mach Punch was probably better, but the Archeops dies. I hope Conk lives. Yeah, barely, okay. Of course Conk's... Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, Mach Punch was better, but I can at least go into you. And... you. And I Rain Dance. I bet Frostless goes for, like, Shadow Ball now. So I'm gonna go into this, because there's no way the AI would click Double Blizzard, or even, like, Blizzard at all, unless something is choice-locked. That's fine. We're gonna get rid of the Snow Cloak. Energy Ball. You better fucking live this, I mean... I should. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, we're a Jellicent. Should damn well live a non-stab energy ball. So we get rid of the hail, which is good. I should have put the Choice Scarf on Bonnie like I was saying I was going to. We are Jolly. I can try... I mean... I can pray that Bonnie is faster. I don't know... Like, with the EVs and the Jolly nature, I don't know that that's enough with the level difference. Lands a Blizzard out of the hail. Now, the problem is I don't remember if I saved before this battle, because I would soft reset right here if I kind of just accept my defeat here, right? Like, we're in the rain, so V-Create's not going to do shit. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I forget if we saved, so... What I need to do is I need to put the Choice Scarf on Crook. Which I definitely meant to do. Yeah, I think that changes enough. And now I know to Mach Punch the Vanillux, because it's not going to die to Rock Slide. So, we're not going to crit Abomasnow, though, so that is also kind of scary. So maybe I Rock Slide Mach Punch the Abomasnow first? Or... I lead this instead to nuke the Abomasnow with V-Create, which, like, yeah, we're minus attack, but, like, 108 attack is not, I mean, it's not horrendous, it's not good, but it's not like abysmal, and it's also ×4, and it's 180 base power plus stab, so. Plus, I'm rock sliding anyway, so... Definitely make sure I save, so I can soft reset and not have to do all this shit again. Yeah. 40 hours is so not correct. Like, I guess technically with speed up, yeah, everything I've done, but, like... Even then, I don't think it's accurate. Because every time you hold speed up for a little longer than you meant to, or you're holding it when you don't need to, that shit adds up. Snow Warning. I V-Create you, and Rock Slide. Maybe I'll get a crit and or a flinch. It's not going to be as good as the last time, but... We flinch Glaceon, though, which is good. Because Obama definitely dies to this. Which means that I basically get a free turn. Sends out Frostlass. Who's probably either going to Blizzard, or... Oh, that's tough. If they Blizzard, then I obviously want to go into Julius, but if they Shadow Ball, I want to go into Bonnie. Do I think that they would go for Blizzard because it kills Archeops? Maybe. I need to keep Conk. I do need to keep Conk. So maybe... Is sacking Victini the right answer? That might actually be the right answer. in this case. Like, Jet's gonna be faster, he's gonna Rock Slide. And so I don't think Victini would live a Shadow Ball, because we're -1 SpDef right now. But I really don't want to risk them going for Blizzard and me switching into something that's weak to it. AKA, like, half my team. Frostless dodges because of Snow Cloak. But we take out Glaceon at least. And we'll see what Frostless goes for here. Goes for T-Bolt. Did not expect that on Archeops, which probably kills. Yeah. It's fine. Jet did his job. We V-Create without any attack debuff or anything. So, I mean, this... I don't know if this kills, but it's going to do a lot. It kills. Holy shit. Goes to show that base power is, like, very important. It can make up for bad stats. What do I go into here? I don't know that Strength one-shots Vanillux, so I would want to weaken it first, and then try to get a Moxie Sweep or something. Because what's going to come out? Vanillux and then something we haven't seen, like a Beardick or Cryogonal. I think I just go Flint. Beardick, okay. And Cryo, not Vanillux. Cryo is always Levitate, right? I'm like, do I bulk up on, or do I just double Mach Punch? I kind of want to V-Create. No, the Beardick is the bigger threat. So I think I need to... I think I bulk up. Goes for Reflect. Okay, I'm glad I bulked up to try to counteract that. Crash, you better not flinch me. This will still do a lot, though. Just half. Through screens. Which is nuts. Okay, we got the bulk up off. Question is, does Mach Punch kill? I mean, we're effectively +2 because of Guts. So I think what I do is I heal up Flint so that it maybe lives one more round, and I Mach Punch. Yeah, I'd rather Mach Punch this, because I'm scared of it, like, Swords Dancing or something dumb. And plus, we're +1 defense right now, too, so... Right in the crotch. Oh, it killed, okay. So I didn't even need to do that. I could have V-created again. Blizzard. This might kill Victini, because we're, like, -3. Oh, no, it didn't kill, wow. Oh, Cryo is not exactly, like, an offensive threat either, so... I shouldn't be too surprised. Goes Vanille. Crook is not even going to come out this battle. That's kind of sad. That's fine, though. We'll beat this, like, 10 levels under-leveled. I'm fine with that. 8 to 10-ish. I'm like, this... Wow, that was a crit. Holy crap. Then Sash, though. I don't know if the... I mean, yeah, it has Reflect Up, but Cryo has, like, no Phys-Def. And we're, you know, +2 Conk, basically. That's unfortunate, because Conk's gonna die. Yeah. Slush Rush is not a thing, I don't think. And, like, the Vanillux... I don't know if it's Snow Warning or if it's Ice Body. I for sure go this. I think I'd go Serp to chip something, because I probably outspeed. I very likely do. There we go, Julius. I don't know if he's gonna Hyper Potion the Cryo or not. I do still want to get the... I want to get the Hail off the field regardless. And then I'm gonna HP fighting Vanillux for some chip. Yeah, so he hyper potions. So I'm glad that I didn't rush to kill the Cryo. We get some chip on Vanillux for the strength from Crook. Those are Energy Ball and the Jellicent again. We do live. Get the hail out of there. I don't really need Jellicent, right? Like I just attack just in case. Right? Like, what do I attack though? Yeah, I think... What was it, a speed tie? Or was I not paying attention? We lived that with Jellicent somehow, which is cool. Fine with me. We can get some chip. Oh, we dodge. Maybe a burn. I did a surprising amount, but then I go into Crook. I think this is more likely to kill Cryo. Unless Cryo was buffed a shit ton. And I don't want to trigger weak armor either, so I want to kill Cryo first to get the Moxie boost. So that way I definitely one-shot Vanillux. Again, assuming that I don't just die to 70% accurate Blizzard here. It didn't kill! And Julius dodged, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, of course that kills, but like... And the Energy Ball. This game sucks. Alright, I'm soft resetting. What can I do differently? I think just keeping Conk alive is the answer. Like, I think I had the right idea. We still V-create you in case you dodge. Goes for Blizzard. Archeops gets... And we get... No. I'm not... Like... Normally I'd play that out, but like, no. That's literally not how it played out at all previous times. The freeze is extremely heinous. Alright, can we, like, not have complete dogshit luck? I don't need double flinch like what just happened, it looked like, but... I think this is still the right answer, though. And we flinch again. Okay, I mean, that'll do it, I guess. I didn't need that much, but... That's fine, because we just go into Conk and Mach Punch the Vanillux, which was the main threat. I bet Mach Punch kills regardless, because they didn't set up the screens. And then I'm going to burn Cryo, because that's who he's going to hyper up, yeah. Mach kills. We burn that just to get chip on it. Goes into Berdick. I Mach Punch the Cryo and burn the Berdick. Okay, we get the Quick Claw proc. I think this is the run. Oh, this is last two. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, the Reflect really fucked me up last time. You have Aqua Jet or what? Not that it would matter. Yeah, done. Well, anticlimactic as it took a few tries, but... It's fine. And still have time to do Dragon Spiral, which is cool. Or wait, do we go to Relic Castle first? I always forget the order of this. Ice Beam. Does Jellicent get Ice Beam, or is it one of those water types that doesn't get it randomly? Oh, it does. Sick. Get rid of that. Hopefully these Plasma Grunts will be... I'm gonna use 1 rare candy just to get you to 53 with everyone else so I can get back to leading Solidus. Nice, take the long slide down. I don't think I said this earlier, but this might be the last time I play this hack, to be honest. And I'll just, like, wait for... I'll just be hopeful for a Redux at some point in a few years. And there's just, like, there's too many things about this hack that I'm just not the biggest fan of. I like some of the ideas, but they're just not implemented that well. Especially compared to, like, Renegade was so good. And it didn't really feel, like, super cheap either. And, like, it felt paced well, the level curve was good, all that kind of stuff. Same with Volt White 2 Redux from what I played of it. There's spikes for sure, like clay is a spike in that game, I'd say. Although I was using Embor, so that probably had something to do with it. Look at these guys. We don't get the until the next game, I think. Like, I don't think we fight these guys until the next one. Another thing that Black and White 2 have over the originals. It is funny, like, Bryson's an actor, though. Like, he's not an actual ninja, but, like... Bryson's interesting. Come to Dragon Spiral Tower. Bryson's cool, though. Yeah, I guess we do Dragon Spiral first, and then Ghetsis is like, come to Relic Castle and do that whole thing. The movesets look okay. I don't think I want to change anything right now. I'll take the Scarf off, though. Because we're going to be facing more fodder trainers. Now, what can I buy? Yeah, by full restores? Not yet. Maxes. That's fine for out-of-battle stuff. I'm okay on Super Repels. I'm probably not even going to use all of these. Nice. Get some story stuff. Some more lore. One of the best dungeon themes in the entire series. The other Professor Juniper, right? Grand, grand. Some members of Team Plasma, quite a large group, broke through the tower wall. Some members. See, some members, some of them act like terrorists in this game. Some of them. Hashtag not all Team Plasma members. No, but seriously, though. Not all of them want to kick the shit out of Manas and blow up ancient monuments. Some of them actually want a free Pokemon, believe it or not. I don't know that I made that connection back in the day before Black and White 2, but it should have been more apparent, but it is apparent somewhat in retrospect. Not that we really meet many good Team Plasma members. It probably could have benefited from that being the case, but whatever. Stood tall since long before Unova was founded. On the top floor of the legendary Dragon Pokemon. Why did they have him tell us this earlier then? Just to tell us again now for Bianca's sake. And I said I did know what it was, and he still explained it earlier. But whatever. In Black and White 2, I'll be selecting no for like every question that Juniper has, because it's funnier that way. The old ghetto. AKA just a fancy full heal from Sinnoh. The gym leader went up the tower. If you're lucky, you might win as a legend. I don't think I can surf on here, I'm pretty sure. I remember wanting to when I was a kid, but... This theme is so fucking goated, dude. It's so good. It does have Spirit Pillar vibes, you're right, yeah. Functionally, they're very similar as well, but also just like the way the tiles look. It's very reminiscent. Bum, bum, So good. Still getting encounters. It indicates to me that I'm not like too under-leveled. At least I'm... In a hack like this, it's like if I'm on par with the wild mons, I feel okay. Because y'all know, I kind of like being under-leveled in a lot of turn-based RPGs, because like otherwise they're just too easy, usually. Or it just happens that way. It's not like I intentionally am under-leveled, it's just like, I'm not gonna grind if I don't have to, you know? I didn't feel like grinding was necessary for Bryson, and I was right. I just needed to not get... Well, it wasn't even... I don't know, was it luck? I guess there was some luck in that he clicked Reflect the first time, which was, like, not good for me, but... Dude, stop saying what a bother. No one says that. I'm gonna ease up on the speed up, since I've got plenty of time. Thank you for the attack raise, that does nothing for me. My HP fighting, I think I just switch. Did I Poison Fang? There's no Play Rough. Embargo. There's no Flame Orb proc then. I can just bulk once. Nice dodge. Shit slaps. Easy clap. Oh, I need to take the EXP share off of Victini. It's not necessary now. Oops. Speaking of, though... Gunk Shot. That's not one that you see in vanilla very often. Ooh, almost one shot. I'm impressed. Maybe I do want to run Psychic, since it's a little bit stronger, because I already have V-Create to hit, like, specially bulky stuff. What do I go into? Like, Conk is the obvious choice, but he's 54, so I'm like... I'm kind of at the point where Serp really needs Leaf Storm and or Draco Meteor to be viable. Hidden Power probably does more, unless it's a particularly weak Hidden Power. Like if it's low BP, but it is fighting. Go for it here. I don't really think there's any hidden items here, from what I remember. You know what, this place reminds me also of Tin Tower as well. Which it also functionally is kind of similar to Spear Pillar and here, in that it houses the legendary Pokemon. Keep leading Serp. Ba-ba-da. I love how the animation lines up with the music too, it's so good. But it's just like, the more I play this game, the more I'm excited to play Black and White 2 again. For the millionth time. Ba-ba-da. That's gotta be a weak HP fighting. Because there's... He might Sucker Punch here, which I'm kind of scared of. Which means I could have gone for Leech Seed, but if he Night Slashes, I die. So I just need him to not crit me. Yeah, okay. It was Sucker. Bisharp is so cool, but I feel like every time I've tried to use it in-game, it just never... It never works as well as I want it to, but I think it's because, like, you don't really want to add Pawniard to your team early. And so if you're adding a Bisharp late, that means it doesn't have as many EVs. And, like, I don't know, it's like not... It's not as bulky as you really want it to be, and it also doesn't quite hit as hard as you want it to. I don't know. I've just never... I love Bisharp's design, but I've never really been able to make it work reliably in-game. I go into Crook. Crook, on the other hand, has been so reliable for me over the years. Like, so reliable. I fucking love Crook, dude. This mon is dope. There's Bulldoze. It should do a lot anyway, yeah. Like, look at that. Look at that damage. It's so nasty. Resist. No poison. Like, Muck has shit Fizz Def, but it was +2. We still 2-hit KO'd. And in the long run, I'm glad that this is Moxie and not Intimidate. Intimidate would have been better early game, but I think Moxie late game is better. 54, is that what we're aiming for now? Guess I'll keep the EXP share on for like one more battle. I'll just swap one at a time. Dude, imagine if the remakes end up being good, though. Like, that's what I keep thinking. I'm like, I don't have hopes for that, but it's like, if they are, then we're in for a treat. But I just... I can't get excited for it. And, like, the problem is like if they announce them this year, I actually don't want that. Like I don't want to hear about Black and White remakes for at least another year, so I know that they're gonna have the time in the oven that they need to actually be good. Let me think though. Whenever new hardware, well, certain trends have been bucked over the years as far as like Pokemon releases, but like typically, oh, we get EQ now? Oh shit, boy. Hell yeah. Speed drop is kind of nice, but like, eh. I want that extra damage. Historically, when Nintendo launches a new system, it used to be handhelds, and now, like, yeah, the Switch is a handheld, but it's, like, kind of both, sort of. Usually that's a start of a new gen. Right. Gen 1... Gen 2 with Game Boy Color, that was a little bit of a weird one, because the Game Boy Color was not, like... There are games that only run on Game Boy Color, but it wasn't, like, the same jump as, like, to Game Boy Advance or DS or 3DS kind of deal. But, like, GBA, Ruby and Sapphire. DS, Diamond and Pearl. I guess, yeah, Black and White also happened during the DS, but like XY on the 3DS was the first one. And then the Switch, they started with a remake, which was interesting. And kind of odd. So that kind of bucks it. So like, if new Switch hardware comes out this year, it's like, do they want a Pokemon title at launch? It's also tricky because like Black and White came out within weeks, at least in America, for the DS, whereas the 3DS launched like within that same month. Although, yeah, I guess if they launched in 2010 in Japan, the 3DS wasn't quite ready, so it did make sense for them to stick with the DS in that case, for multiple reasons. And it's not like the 3DS sold super hot initially, but I do wonder if that had something to do with waning DS sales for Black and White. Like, yeah, there was controversy about, like, it was like the second time that Dexit was kind of a thing, even though you could access everything in National Dex. Like, you know, Gen 3 had its own Dexit thing, Gen 5, and then Gen 8. It's like, this is not new. We've had these conversations before. I'm surprised so many people were surprised about the Sword and Shield Dexit thing, but whatever. Yeah, I think a spin-off makes more sense. I think spin-offs make more sense this year. And then we're not due for another Pokemon anniversary until 2026, which scares me because that is also my 30th anniversary of living. And that fucking terrifies me. I don't like that. I really don't, but you know what? Alright, this Renegade got fucked up. There's Mach. But it's not like Let's Go launched with the Switch either. That was like late 2018 that it came out. Whereas the Switch came out in like March of 2017. And like, I probably won't get the new Switch immediately either. What do you go for here? I feel like I just stay in, actually. And maybe just low kick? Flamethrower. Okay, I could have gone Archeops. This 2 a KO. Oh wow, that did a lot. Damn. Yeah, growing old sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, like 30 is not terribly old, but it's like I don't even feel almost 28 like I am. Like I don't know. I mean, what does it feel like to be 28? Like that's a thing too. But that's just wild to me because it's like, I think the pandemic kind of fucked up everyone's sense of time as well, where it's like, I guess I turned like 24. I was 24 when the pandemic started, and it ends, and then I'm like, I'm like, start my mid-20s, and then my mid-20s just like completely just wiped away, basically. It's not like I wasn't doing stuff, but it's like, we were all kind of limited on what we could do because of that. And so it's almost like I blink, and then I'm like late 20s already, and then I'm like, fuck. Just gotta burn that dread, though. Burn it. Oh, I've already been this way, yeah. Dude, this room was mind-blowing. As a kid, dude. Yeah, I would almost say we lost more than a year. Like, it almost feels like at least for 2 or 3 years. Like that only like a year passed within that, or something along those lines. That's what it feels like to me. And in some sense, I don't even feel like we've like truly normalized just yet. Like maybe this year will feel a little bit more like that. And last year, to an extent, but like, I don't know. Yeah, it did basically stop. Time basically did stop in 2020 for at least a year. If not, I'd argue probably like 2. Oh yeah, we got a battle 4 in a row. And here's a sage that's actually doing something. But I think they should have been battleable or something. Like I don't, or wait, I guess maybe the whole point of the sages is that they've relinquished their Pokemon. You feel like you're 1 year younger than you actually are. I say that's fairly accurate, yeah. At least. Alright, Scrafty goes down. Earth Power. I mean... No, I mean, my physical attack is way higher, and I don't take damage from Earthquake anyway, so... Dig is fine. I haven't really been clicking Dig much either. Haven't really encountered a lot of Steel types that I want to stay in on. Oh, this is a perfect U-turn target. Did I give Victini a different held item or nah? I'm gonna check here in a second. Oh no, I didn't even give it something. Oh. What does this thing go for? Rock move? It goes for rock move or dark move if it doesn't have a rock move. Which means either way, I can go into either Crook or Conk. I'd rather go into Conk, I think. Because I can just Mach Punch it. Oh yeah, shout out to the fact that Pokemon move slower when they're... Like, the lower the health, the slower the animation. It's so good. They did so much with so little, like, resource-wise. And yes, I'm going to keep jerking these games off because they're so good. Also, fun fact, going back to the whole Assassin's Creed Unity Pokemon Gen 5 thing, is like AC Unity is essentially Assassin's Creed 5, so it's like the 5th iteration. I was trying to think, like, not all series fall off in a way that some of these long-running ones do, but it's like, what is the point at which a series typically starts to fall off? Is it after 3 entries? Is it after 5? Is it more than that? It's probably no more than 5 in most instances. But it's something that I've thought about where I'm like, like, is every game series like doomed to eventually, like, yeah, eventually it'll fall out of relevance to some effect, right? In most cases, or fall in quality, or both. But I'm like, is every series doomed to do that, and what causes that? Right? Is it the original talent leaving, or is it the original talent losing direction? Because we've seen both happen, right? Like BioWare, Rocksteady, a lot of other studios were like the original talent and the main like lead designers left, and the games that come out after that seem to be lesser than in some sense. But then you also have Pokemon, and I'm sure some other instances where like the original talent is still there largely, and things are not as good, as high quality as they used to be. So that kind of indicates to me that there's no quantifying it. Like it really is just a circumstantial, case by case kind of thing, which might have seemed obvious, but it's just like, I don't know. I like to hypothesize and all that kind of stuff. Dusknoir's Cry is dope. Design-wise, I like it as well. Mechanically, I'm not... Like, pure ghost, bulky, but, like, not with Eviolite kind of thing. Like, Dusclops just outclasses this thing, pretty much. It's not as physically strong, but... Shout out to Dusknoir in Explorers of Sky, though. I think it was that one, where Dusknoir was one of the bad guys. It's also not as bulky as it looks, too. It might be one of those, like, a high HP stat but shit defenses. Like Wailord or something. Last one. Oh, we got a bitrate tank. Or wait, that's weird. Bitrate is actually fine, but I like... OBS was showing low bars for some reason. Oh, this is a perfect dig candidate. I'm not surprised it didn't one-shot, but I'm a little disappointed. It's not stab, though, so I get it. Lit. Oops. What do I give Victini held item-wise? Maybe this is the a candidate for Expert Belt if I'm going to keep Crook choice more often than not. Maybe Life Orb, though? I kind of like the idea of... Well, I said my piece on Life Orb last time. It's like the damage you take is just not great. Realistically, I probably want Expert Belt instead. In which case, for Crook, what do I give it? Black Glasses, maybe, to make Crunch a little stronger. At least when I don't want... Yeah, but Expert Belt is so good for, like, strength. No, because Victini, if it had an Expert Belt, it would have, like, one-shot that Garbodor, and it's gonna help with, like, some rolls that I might not get otherwise. Whereas with Crook, like, Crook is pretty strong, especially once I get a Moxie boost going. And for boss fights, I tend to choice it up anyway. I don't hate Life Orb on Crook, though, because then, like, that could guarantee a KO. And then I just start Moxie boosting and sweeping everything anyway, so, like... Maybe Life Orb is the answer. Let's try it. I'll try it for a bit. Giallo. The hero will open up the way to a new world, which means you trainers can all prepare to lose your Pokemon. Okay, this cutscene is gonna look kind of fucked up because I don't have the screens oriented in like a particular way, but and look at this, they're doing HD 2D before Square, where they have like 3D rendered, well, okay, you had pre-rendered backgrounds and stuff in like Final Fantasy VII, but like 3D assets and like N is just kind of layered over as a texture. I think that kind of looks cool. I don't know. I guess it's not this cutscene, but you're like the beautiful form of the Pokemon who appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to a new world. What a sentence. Holy shit. Reshiram and I will head to the Pokemon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokemon battles that hurt Pokemon, so... A world for Pokemon alone. It's finally going to be a reality. So he doesn't even care if he hurts humans in the process. Because it seems awfully aggressive for a goal that seems so passive. When Reshiram's counterpart Zekrom recognizes you, we will finally be even, and then you can try to stop us. If the future that I see is true, you will meet Zekrom. Pokemon, with you, believe in you so strongly, will you be the one who interferes with my formula for changing the world? If you want to protect the bonds between Pokemon and people, you must search for Zekrom. That's right, so we go back to Nacrene. Goodbye. What was he with that legendary Pokemon? He couldn't really be the hero, could he? Dude, I love the gym leader involvement. It's so good. That's the thing, is like, a lot of aspects to Gen 5 should have been the standard for like storytelling, mechanics, like, you know, challenge mode. You know, the quality of life things, of course, and the quality of life stuff has only kind of continued to improve, sort of, in certain areas. But like, the pace of the battles, the gym leader involvement in the story, or just like more characters being involved instead of just like standing around kind of thing. I don't know. I'm probably preaching to the choir, but it's what I do. Never would have imagined the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon to return now. That guy called N. Team Plasma's boss apparently reawakened the legendary Pokemon. Told Cobra to look for the other legendary and then flew away. There are two? Yes, because they got split up and Kyurem is the Forgotten Husk. If it isn't Alder. Devastated ancient Unova in an instant. Oh wait, so do we just go to Relic Castle for no reason? I know Getsus reveals that he's like, you know, been twirling his mustache this entire time, but like, we do go to Relic Castle and like accomplish nothing. And it's only then that we think to go to Nacrene. Alright, so let's grab our Staraptor. And then we'll go to Nimbasa. The only question is, once I get Zekrom for the final 2 battles, who am I gonna swap out? Definitely either Serp or Victini, I think. Because everyone else serves their role too well. Probably Victini. I feel like that makes sense. Swap out the mythical for a legendary kind of thing. Yeah, we'll heal in Nimbasa. Yeah, I'm super hyped for the Elite Four though. Got a little bit more to go before that. Let me think. This might be a good stopping point. We do Relic Castle, and then we pretty much head, like, I already cleared all of that route towards that heads towards the bridge towards Opalucid. So it's pretty much just like that route right before Opalucid with all the bikers. All of Opalucid, which, like, yeah, there's like a triple battle or something, and then... But there's not really much to do before you fight the gym leader. You just do that. And then it's Victory Road, or Route 10 and then Victory Road, but we can do Route 10 beforehand. Anyhow. And save Victory Road for the finale, potentially. So I think this might be a good stopping point. We do Relic Castle, all of the 8th gym stuff, and maybe some build up towards the Elite Four before actually doing the Elite Four in the finale. And there is the possibility for doing post-game as well. For some of it, at least. Maybe tracking down the Sages could be fun, at the very least. I should have saved this for next time, damn it. That's fine. Okay, cool.